Well, Britt and Sarah, a lot of the surrounding area towns, their public works department working really hard before the sun went down. We saw crews even packing some pothole areas along the roads here with gravel just to make sure drivers could get through okay and safely. We also saw a lot of road closures. And this is just one of the many of the roads that Connecticut Department of Transportation is looking to fix very quickly after this weekend's historic floods. Floodwaters in southwest Connecticut caused major damage, washing away more than 24 state roads, with even more local roads now needing repair. The director of communications for the Connecticut Department of Transportation says crews have been hard at work.
So over the last 24 hours, we went from, more than 25 state roads being closed due to flooding. We've cut that down to about 14 or 15 today.
While some roads have reopened, others need long-term repairs.
So we're still doing an inventory of the structures that were impacted, the roadways which were damaged, as we chart a path forward. But we know that there are going to be certain priority areas like Route 34 on either side of the Stevenson Dam that are going to need extensive repairs.
Other priority roads include Routes 53 and 37. The DOT says it's still too early to know how long the repairs might take.
We're still probably several days away from being able to have more of a clearer picture of what our next steps are.
Officials are looking at all possibilities, including opening roads up to one lane if possible, and building temporary bridges.
Pretty much everything is on the table at this point. Contact with contractors, with vendors, the companies that can produce and install these temporary type structures. We just have to make sure that it works. And works for Connecticut.
Meanwhile, officials urge drivers to obey road closure signs. Just because a road looks safe to drive doesn't mean it is.
Obviously, we're not going to open up a roadway if there's been undermining. If the the top of the asphalt looks like it's fine, but the substructure is not. So we're going to keep things closed until we can get repairs in place.
And I know you can't see it out there right now, but there is a hole in the street with a car inside of it. And throughout the day, we've seen people going beyond these road closure signs, over the barriers to the very edge, just to see what's going on. And that's what the Connecticut Department of Transportation is telling people not to do, because a lot of these roads are still unstable. Now, as for drivers, you can follow the latest road closures on state roads at ctroads.org. Reporting live in Oxford, Jake Garcia, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.